Okay, this is looking pretty good. I think when looking from the side, the head seems a little kind of narrow in this direction, so I would make it bigger, but it's not a great idea just to scale it at this point because you see how it distorts the shape of your bevel. So instead I'm going to right mouse click, choose vertex, and select these vertices on the back, and then W for move and move those back. But then I have to adjust the position of all the stuff on the face, so I'm going to right mouse click, choose object, marquee select all those objects, and move those forward. Having a bit of an issue here just because of the grouping. I'm just going to shift click there, see what's going on. So you've got, what do you have in a group here? You have a camera in there. That's not so good. I'm going to get rid of that. Shift P will remove that from that group. Maybe it's just some history thing that's doing that. Or it's just that, oh, you have two sets of eyeballs. That's a little confusing. Oh, just on that one side, though. Yeah. Well, since they're not grouped, what I might do is, select all of these, but deselect those, and then group all the facial stuff, and maybe center the pivot, modify center pivot, and then that way I can move these around. So then I'll shift select this and move these forward to get that stuff centered again. You missed this edge, and that oh, what happened here? Somehow that got all gummed up there. And you missed these inside edges for the bevel as well, but something got messed up here. It looks like we're missing some of the surface. So it's hard to fix some of this stuff after the fact, but sometimes you can try. Sometimes if I kind of back out of these, if I go into the attribute editor here, and then for example get rid of this bevel, I'm going to hit select. I'll click on the tab and then hit the select button, and it doesn't select the object, it just selects the bevel itself. And it'll hit delete, and then let's see what this split is doing. Can't tell. What about this one? Select, delete. Okay, interesting. This doesn't always work, by the way. Okay, so that's where things have gone really awry. Close border. Oh, no. It just looks like early on you had you somehow deleted out some faces, and so it's hard to get to a point. Yeah, we're not. You'd have to just redo it. There's no easy way to get this back. I'm just gonna isolate select with this button. We could try this, Control Shift X, which is the multi-cut tool, or Mesh Tools multi-cut, and then click here, see where the dot turns red in there, and then, oop, doesn't want to do it. Yeah, I think you're just missing some surfaces in here or something. Oh, that's one big face. It should let me split across here. Oh, but you also have that one. Maybe if I do that first, I'm going to again use the multi-cut tool, Mesh Tools, multi-cut, hold down the Control key, put that in there, and then try this first, here to here, enter. Oh, that's better. And then here to there. Oh, good, enter. So that's starting to look okay. And then, oh, do we still have a bevel in here somewhere we don't want? Because you've got this. Oh, that's just an extra edge there for some reason. Going around. Do we need that? Probably not. I'm going to right mouse click, edge, double click. And then when you delete an edge, there's a special way of doing it. You don't just delete it. Because if I delete it, watch what happens if I go to vertex. See how I left all those extra vertices behind? So I'm going to undo that. Instead of that, I'm going to hold down Shift, click on the right mouse, and go delete edge. And then it deletes that along with those vertices. Now I can go through and select Oh, I see what the problem is. It's this is not hooked up. So Control Shift X for the multi-cut tool. I can also do Mesh tool multi-cut and click. Oops, what happened? Let's try it again. Get it from here, there, and there. Okay, great. So now I can right mouse click edge. Another one here. Sorry, Mesh tools multi-cut here to there. Notice I wait till the dot turns red to do that. Okay. Try again. Edge. There we go. It's selecting the whole edge. I don't even know if we need that because I don't think we'll see that. I'm just holding down Shift. Double click. Just double click when I want the whole edge loop. Make sure you got these corners. Okay, this bottom one. Looks like I got all the necessary edges now, right? I think so. Control B for bevel. Just the fraction and segments to taste. And there we go. Nice clean model there. Better. Yeah, and then you can bevel these edges. It looks like you did on this side, but you can just duplicate these across. This I might have made a little rounder, also not intersect the outside of that sphere, so that should be a little more narrow than that. This could probably be a bit smaller as well. Yeah, I think you went a bit too small on these bevels here. Do you still have them in the history? This one does. I will go much bigger on that. And a bit bigger on that one too. That's better. Okay. Yeah. So some stuff to fix. Yeah, and then yeah, we said that duplicating those over, and again, you just want to bevel the edges you need. When you bevel, see all these inside edges that doubled it up. It kind of does stuff to the surface, like makes these weird little indents there. And you should only bevel the edges that you actually need to round, only the ones that define the corners of the object. So yeah, a few things to fix, but mostly good.